Hi everybody, Kim from Sun. Today we're going to be talking about selling for non-salespeople. I've got a great 5-step method. It's not going to take long. It's going to make a huge difference for you. And the reason I made this for non-salespeople is because some people, like myself, love selling. I've been helping people sell things for probably 25 years now, and I love it. And I don't understand why people don't love selling. And I think it's mostly because you don't know how to do it, or you think of a really cheesy used car salesperson and you don't want to trick people into buying anything. And what if they don't want it? What if they don't need it? What if they regret it? This is why I made this video. There's only 5 steps, and it's something you can come back to and watch a couple of times, and it's going to make a huge difference. You're going to close a lot of deals, and it's going to work. Okay, let's unpack these. Number 1, getting in front of enough of the right people. A couple big things in that sentence. Getting in front of people and getting in front of enough people. Because even if you find the right people and you only talk to 1 or 2, that's not going to be enough, because everyone you talk to is not going to want to buy what you're selling. So what can you do to find out who these right people are? Look at your existing customers. If you're just starting out, then look at a competitor of yours and look at the kind of customers they have. Who are they marketing to? What do their pictures look like on their website? Anyway, you just get a rough idea kind of who your avatar is, who these people are, make some notes on it. Pretty simple. That's all you need for the first part of the sentence. Enough of the right people is you getting out there. So you go to networking events, you can go to online networking events, you can go to Chamber of Commerce events in your city. You want to get in front of enough people and the right people. A second thing you could do is you could try some cold outreach, right? So come up with a nice simple email, nice simple mailing card, kind of snail mail type of thing, and send it out to some people who you think might be interested in what you've got. Another tactic that comes into play here is referrals. Talk to existing customers if you've got them and get them to say, hey, you really like our product, you really like our service, could you introduce me to a couple of people? Simple as that. So quick mini challenge for this one, reach out to 3 people who you think would be good candidates to your product and service. Again, go to a networking event or go on LinkedIn and start researching some people who you think fit the profile of someone who might want to buy your product or your service. Number 2, getting people to like you. Really basic things here. Pay attention to how you look, how you dress, get yourself a fresh new outfit if that helps you. Put on something that you wear that makes you feel really good. Second thing here is even bigger than that, which is empathy. Show people that you care about them. Most people, if they're lucky, have 1 or 2 people in their lives that care about them, and ask them questions and show genuine interest in who they are and what they do and how they look. And so that's your job, is to I'm not talking about flattery where you're just trying to butter them up. I'm talking about genuinely showing interest in them as people, showing interest in their business if you're selling to businesses, just asking questions and being really interested and engaged in what they're telling you. Third tip is around authenticity. Just be yourself. Again, no one likes the used car salesperson. If you're attracted to this video, it was sales for non-salespeople, right? So I'm guessing you're not a typical, I was born a salesperson type of person. So be yourself, because guess what? Lots of people don't like a typical salesperson, so be yourself. Mini challenge for this section, go for coffee with a prospective customer and plan to do almost none of the talking. You've got 1 mouth, 2 ears. Keep that in mind. Just ask them questions behind those questions, ask supplementary questions, and get all the details they want to give you. Ask them about their life, ask them about their business, ask them about their hobbies. Get to know them. And guess what? They will like you. Number 3, understand their issues, problems, stressors. This is super important, and guess what? You've already got that information from number 2. The point is to understand them and their wants and their needs and their problems and their stressors, and load yourself up with all of this pain or maybe all of this aspiration that they've got, and you're going to use it in the next step. But before we go to the next step, the mini challenge here is take out a piece of paper or fire up a Google Doc or a Word doc and just write as many questions as you can. At least 5, but go for even 10 would be better. Just questions related to the thing that you're selling. So the experience with that service, where they currently get that service, any questions you can think of that would be relevant to you gathering information on their preferences and their experiences. Okay. Point number 4 is matching their problems and stressors and what makes them happy with the features and benefits that are in your product and service. All you're doing here is you're doing product mapping or service mapping. You're saying, you told me A, B, C, D, E, and guess what? For people that experience that problem or aspire to that particular thing, that's why they buy our service, because we have A, B, C, D, E. It's that simple. So the mini challenge here is to simply make a really basic feature benefit sheet. So write out 5 or 10 features of your product or service and the benefits. Quick distinction, the feature is what's the thing called, and the benefit is why should they care. The feature is a remote control. The benefit is you get to sit on the couch. You don't have to get up and turn the channel like you did in the 1970s. Step number 5, closing the deal. And don't get intimidated by closing the deal that you're gonna put this person in a headlock and talk them into doing something they don't want or they don't need or they can't afford. This is really just saying, do you want to move ahead with it? Or did you see the value in it? Why? Guess what? You've done the other 4 steps. You've talked to people that are within the ballpark of wanting your product and service. You've showed genuine interest in them and you got them to like you. You asked them all sorts of questions and you learned about their wants and their fears and their needs and everything else. Then you matched what their wants and their needs were with the features and the benefits of your product and service. And now you're just saying, hey, you said this, 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 and this. We have this, 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 and this. Sounds to me like you want to move ahead. And to start, you can start with something really simple that's called a trial close, where essentially you just say, so what do you think of that? So how does that sound? And if they are agreeable to it, then you essentially close the deal. You ask for the order. You say, okay, well, I'll write it up, or here you go. On the other hand, if they say they're not sure or they don't like this or that, what do? You back up, you ask more questions. And by the way, if you find out there's no fit, when you ask some more questions, you're like, hey, you know what? You're right. This isn't a good product for you, or it's not a good service for you, or maybe this is just the wrong time. And that's okay, because you're an ethical salesperson. Okay, well, I hope for all of you that demystified sales. Please watch the video again if it wasn't super clear the first time through. And if you did get some value with this, I would appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next video.